welcome back, and thank you for joining me again through the journey that is my soul works. Today we are on chapter 22, and it's called Disbelief. Over the years, I have suffered from more disbelief and confusion about my personal experiences with both spirit and my own healing abilities than reasonably imaginable. Nobody has doubted my abilities more than myself. It is for this very reason I will always completely understand why others question my claims. And that's just not through the, general beginnings of my life path and my first book, Activating Your Soul Works. That's all the way to the end. All the way to the end. I will always completely understand why others question my claims. If it has taken me this many years to overcome my fears and reach a place in my life when I can confidently speak my truth, how can I ever expect others to understand only on hearsay? Many have questioned the validity of my statements and the source of my information. Some question whether any of the events even happened. Others ponder my mental health. A few have even suggested I work with Satan. That one hurt. I've had Bible verses quoted, doubts expressed, and judgments made. Still to this day. But no matter how cruel or harsh their words may seem, I assure you, their criticisms are never any more hurtful than what I've already said to myself. They have never provided an argument I've not already considered many times over. Nobody has ever questioned the validity of why Spirit would be working through me to heal and teach more than I have questioned it myself. Truth. Uncertainty and disbelief are a natural human response. People fear the unknown. We have been raised in a society with very limited spiritual knowledge. Many of our current religious systems are not inclusive of all that is contained in our universe. Not even close. And countless truths are not yet discussed. Thankfully, there are still cultures around the world that have continued to practice spiritual growth, enlightenment, healing energy work, channeling of messages, and divinely inspired prophecies since the beginning of time. These practices are not evil. They are divinely inspired blessings that are clearly even referenced in the Bible. Not that that gives it validation, but I'm just saying, it's even there. And I give a quote here out of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4 to 11. Now there are a variety of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are a variety of services, but the same Lord. And there are a variety of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of Spirit for the common good. For one is given through the Spirit the utterance of wisdom, to another the utterance of knowledge, to another faith, to another the gifts of healing, to another the working of miracles, another prophecy, to another the ability to distinguish between spirits, to another various kinds of tongues, and to another the interpretation of tongues. All these are empowered by one and the same Spirit, who apportions to each one individually at will. There's many ways to read that, actually. Alright, I find it both intriguing and sad how so many people believe in the miracles, healings, and teachings of the Bible, and yet disbelieve God would continue to touch our world and work through the common person. It breaks my heart to see how many people accept angels in biblical times and yet dispel their presence in our everyday lives. Biblical times are nothing more than the ordinary daily lives of the souls who walked the earth before us. To disbelieve the existence of angels, miracles, and healings conducted by everyday people within today's society is to completely deny the power of spirit. After all, why would God be so connected and active in the lives who preceded us and then be so absent in ours? The truth is, we are the ones who have removed ourselves from the divine connection with Spirit. We are the ones who are no longer actively accepting Spirit into our lives and believing in our God-given potential. We are the ones who have slowly changed over time. We are the ones who must open our eyes and see the truth. Our world is within a transformational state. Like so many others, I believe many old souls have come to this earth at this time to awaken our sleeping society and reclaim our divine potential, intuition, loving purpose, and heavenly life. Ordinary people from every walk of life are becoming enlightened here on earth, just as a handful of others have achieved in the past. Similarly, just as in biblical times, when healings and communication with Spirit occurred, there are many miracles and many people around the globe who are seeing and channeling this light energy, with even more to come. There will also be many celebrations and many confirmations that God is facilitating miracles through everyday people and changing the course of our history. We as a society are beginning to honor our truth as a divine part of Spirit. This universal energy will sustain us all, and we will shift our consciousness to a new awakening. It is the dawn of that golden age. I'm confident and inspired by the much needed changes occurring in our world and the truths finally being spoken. There are so many people around the globe having similar experiences to mine. There are. Miraculous healings are occurring. People are actively speaking and communicating with Spirit. Brave souls are leaving their fears behind. And we as a society are moving forward to actively reclaim the power within. About damn time, hey? No matter how scared I may be, or how many doubters cross my path, I will continue to stand tall, speak my truth, share my messages, and channel healing energies to those in need. For I am a healer, a teacher, and a divine part of God. This is a purpose, and this is my purpose, and the purpose of so many just like me. This growing, powerful forward movement of change will bless our world bringing heaven unto earth and peace unto mankind. Healing can occur one soul at a time, one prayer at a time, and one love at a time. We can affect change and the future of our world through our loving intentions. And change it, we will. Thanks be. Activating your soul works. Whether you are a doubter or a believer, the important part is to open your mind to new ideas. There will never be a time when we have learned all there is to learn. Our world continues to evolve as our minds expand. Because our thoughts create our reality, there's no limit to what our future can bring. The stories I have included in this book, in my first book, Activating Your Soul Works, are my realities as they exist today, back in 2012. Just to add to the confusion, I can honestly say, even now though, with all my heart, my life is truly miraculous. How's yours? Your move. Notice the changes. Books, songs, movies, television shows, clothing, games, as well as many other components in life are beginning to increase in spiritual content and discuss topics that have been hushed for years. Welcome these much-needed changes in your life. Think back to movies you watched 15 years ago that spoke of future technologies. Remember when you laughed at the ideas presented? Look at how far our society and technology have come. Spiritual awareness is the very same, I assure you. Slowly but surely, more information and ideas are being presented. Do not dismiss them as science fiction. Embrace the reality that your reality may be larger than first believed. Notice the changes happening as your awareness increases and the veil between dimensions slowly starts to disappear. Start fresh. I call a do-over. Take all your disbeliefs and throw them out the window. Challenge yourself to take a second look at anything you have ever doubted or believed as truths. Find your new truths by reviewing your old ideas and judgments. Dare to move into the unknown and expand your horizon. Learn from your experiences. Learn. Continue to question your reality. Believe. As the world continues to transition, steadily and confidently breathe through the changes with love, not fear. Love. Like a mother giving birth to a newborn child, so too will our society birth a new world. The darkness will lift and will most certainly be replaced with heaven on earth. Blessed be. Embrace transformation. Everything worth doing in life takes commitment, dedication, hard work, and time. It does. It is this very reason why so many have struggled to reach enlightenment before our time. But you're well on your way. And you will succeed. In fact, things are going to start falling into place very quickly, and your destiny will begin to take shape. You are a change maker. You. It is why you felt restless in the past, and it is why you will be so successful in the future. As your mental tug of war continues to rise, Be sure to stand your ground and continue to fight for what you believe in. Yes, you will be able to heal and help others, but you will also do more than that. You will be a leader, providing hope, inspiration, and direction to many. Do not question whether you're making an impact. Just believe and know that you are. And lastly, expand your horizons. You already contain all the wisdom and knowledge that is needed within. However, there are many courses, books, and tools out there to help inspire your awareness. They're all wonderful resources. Follow your heart and move into your areas of interest. Get rid of your doubts and enjoy the now. Do not dwell on the outcome or future of your soul works. Trust you are growing, and in the meantime, continue to embrace life and raise your vibration. We're all a work in progress. Thank you for your contributions. See you next time.